Welcome to the Course Creators Podcast with course design expert Jenny Rice. Whether you're an experienced creator or just starting out, this podcast helps build courses that resonate, transform, and make an impact. Each episode, we'll explore strategies and tips to help you create engaging, successful courses. Let's dive in.
Hi, this is Jenny Rice with Course Creators Podcast. I'm so very excited about our guest today. We've got Jeffrey McNulty, who is a global thought leader. So welcome, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell me a little bit more about yourself and your background?
My name is Jeffrey P. McNulty, and I'm they call me a hybrid in the business world because I have 30 years of hands-on industry experience as an executive leader for the Home Depot, Lowe's, Barnes & Noble, Shopko, PetSmart, Toys R Us, and Publix. And then I also have 20 years of experience as a retail research analyst. I'm the founder and CEO of New Retail Ethos, which assists retailers and businesses regardless of size, scope, or niche, with alleviating and addressing common pain points through consumer insights, anticipatory intelligence, and retail research. I've conducted over 1,000 consultations/engagements with clients on Wall Street, hedge fund managers, equity investment partners, retailers and businesses, and entrepreneurs on the retail sector. I have a best-selling book that's out there. It's called The Ultimate Retail Manual: Strategies for Retailers to Thrive and Succeed in the Digital World. And I'm super excited that it's resonating with readers in 28 different countries around the world. It's surreal. I wake up every day and I'm so excited that I get to share my 30-year experience in the retail sector with people through my books. And I also have, I've also created 5 online/retail courses that can help people around the world with, adjusting to the retail sector. And I cover from stem to stern. The courses are for any employee up to a CEO. And that's basically me.
That's great. I love your background. So diverse in the different, you said retail areas, which is really exciting because you bring a unique perspective on the whole picture, not just one, industry type of thing. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about some of your courses and what people walk away with? What makes it different in their world, whether an employee, a manager, or somebody in retail that wants to learn more?
Well, I'll cover the main course first, and then we'll get into each question, because each course kind of has its own curriculum that I have. The top selling course I have is called the Ultimate Retail Course: Become a Retail Rockstar. You can see that information behind me. This course is a complete plug and play, comprehensive retail and business program. The course comes with 3 different levels. There's gold, silver, and bronze packages. Originally, I just had the one course that was available. And then people started wanting me to add on personal one-on-one coaching and mentoring with me, myself personally. So that's when I created the 3 packages. With the gold and silver packages, you're receiving a trifecta of retail information and knowledge. So with each the gold and the silver packages, you get the Ultimate Retail Course, which is a 5-week course. You get the Ultimate Retail Manual, which is my best-selling retail book. And then you get the Ultimate Retail Coaching Program. And depending on which level, if you purchase the gold level, you get 4 one-hour one-on-one sessions with me personally. The silver gives you 2 one-hour one-on-one coaching sessions with me. And with the gold package, it basically, you get the coaching program, you get the book, you get the 4 one-hour one-on-one mentoring sessions with me. You also get a $100 travel savings card. You get 87 lessons divided over 5 weeks. Now, for people that want to do it quicker or longer, that's up to them. If somebody wants to do it, I have some students that say, listen, Jeff, I want to do it in 3 weeks. We can adjust that for you, but I really like to have people do it in the 5 weeks, program, because it's 10 pillars and you get 2 pillars each week on a drip schedule. So people try to rush through it sometimes, and I tell them, slow down, digest the information, go through it 2 or 3 different times to fully understand the information. Now, there's some people that want to take it really quickly. We can adjust for that. And some people want to take it longer. Some people say, well, can I do it in 10 weeks? Yeah, the pillars are released. You get 2 per week. And after the 5 weeks, they're just there for you as long as you want to use them. There's 10 hours of content divided into 40 mini booklets. There's 10 pillars divided into 40 videos. I'm actually the one that is doing the videos. You get 10 assessments, and there's 1 final exam. And you also have lifetime access to all course materials, videos, and updates, where a lot of courses that I take, it's for a certain amount of time, or you got to purchase a subscription. Mm-hmm. So mine is a one and done. Once you purchase it, you can access it for as long as the course is out there, which I don't have any intention of not having the course out there. So it's pretty much lifetime. And then at the end, if you pass, most people, pretty much everybody passes the final exam, you get the Ultimate Retail Course Certificate of Completion. The Silver package, which is a step below that, has everything in the Gold package except you only get 2 1-hour one-on-one sessions with me versus 4 1 hours. And then the Bronze package is our starter retail business package, and each student will only receive the full 5-week course. They won't receive the mentoring sessions. They don't receive a copy of the Ultimate Retail Manual, and they don't receive the $100 travel savings card. So depending on whatever level people are at in their career, it encompasses whatever level they want to go to, wherever they're at. And that's why I created that, because students were around the world were saying, Jeff, I want a copy of the book. I want to go ahead and I want to have more mentoring sessions. So that's when I created the 3 different levels. And so I'll give you a little bit of the curriculum for each part of the course. So in part 1, the syllabus consists of, this is what the students will learn. Learn how to attract and retain top-tier talent in your organization. Learn how to prepare and conduct the optimal interview. Learn how to conduct the termination process professionally, ethically, and respectfully. This is the one that I see the most egregious actions happening, because I've been in 8 different retailers over 30 years in 5 different states. And I can count on probably one hand where I've seen the amount of leaders that actually terminated somebody professionally, ethically, and respectfully. It's sad to say that, but that's why I put this in here. This is a hot topic for me. When you terminate somebody, you're really, really altering their life and tipping it upside down. And there's a way to do it professionally, ethically, and respectfully. You also learn how to improve your brand recognition by auditing your hiring process. This is another section that is really fraught with up and down interviewers that are not following the interview structured interview guide and stuff like that. Learn how to assess the quality of your existing onboarding program. Learn how to evaluate the quality of your existing performance review process. Learn how to conduct a performance review ethically, efficiently, and effectively. Learn the strategies required to promote the right leaders. This is another one that I'm very passionate about. And if we had more time, I would dive into this heavily. Is promoting the right leaders is paramount to ensuring that your brand is being represented by the proper gatekeepers of your company. Learn the difference between being a manager and a leader. Learn how to be an empathetic leader. Learn the 5 widely accepted leadership styles. Learn the 6 main anchors of superior organizational culture. Learn how to tap into a specific type of employee motivation that is fulfilling and rewarding for each employee/leader. Learn how to properly manage the overjustification effect for long-term success. Learn how to implement a 4-day work week for your employees. Learn how to maximize flex time scheduling protocols, and learn how to successfully implement remote working options for all retail employees and leaders. This is the one that people are shocked about the most. In 2001 at Home Depot here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, as a store director, I was implementing a hybrid remote working option schedule for my retail leaders and employees. Because everybody tells me you can't do that in the retail sector. You can. Now, I say hybrid with quotation marks. You can't do it for full 5 days. It's, if somebody wants to work on a review, if somebody wants to do some e-learning training, and I put this all in the book and the online courses, you can do it because I did it 24 years ago. So it is possible. Part 2 syllabus is learn how to use the silent salesman to increase revenue. Learn how to maintain an exemplary in-stock condition for your guests. Learn successful, innovative merchandising strategies that will increase revenue. Learn how to implement the image perception reality concept that I created. Learn how to practice proven feng shui principles that improve guest and employee satisfaction. I was speaking about this and utilizing some of these principles 25 years ago at the Home Depot here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I haven't heard anybody since talk about feng shui and how it impacts each business. This is something I'm also super passionate about as well. Learn how to execute the dirty dish syndrome. Learn how to execute the big small rule to increase revenue and increase profitability. Learn how to implement an effective concept to increase revenue and skyrocket gross margin levels. And learn how to massively increase customer conversion rates. In part 3, the syllabus is learn how to increase profitability and capture increased market share from your competition by implementing this one strategy. Learn how to genuinely improve your brand authenticity and transparency. Learn how to create massive differentiation from your competition by executing these 3 strategies. Learn how to support an effective omnichannel strategy. learn how to execute guest fulfillment strategies, learn how to maximize your mobile customer experience, learn how to implement personalization to enhance the guest experience, learn how to integrate practical applications for artificial intelligence in retail or business, learn successful security protocols to protect consumer data, learn how to create an experiential retail or business environment for your guest, learn successful techniques to create healthy work-life alignment for your leaders, and finally, learn why the retail apocalypse is hyperbole. All these concepts are shared throughout the book and the online courses that I have. It's incredible. It's chock full of tangible, hands-on, in the trenches experience, knowledge, and wisdom that I personally lived. So I know all of the 10 pillars work because I already executed them. I developed most of them at Home Depot, but I executed them at another 6 different retailers as well, Jenny. So I know these principles and these pillars work. But the key actuator to making sure that you're successful is you have to be consistent with implementing these pillars. It can't be, well, I'm going to focus on this one day and then forget about it the next day. So all the clients that I work with, the students, the leaders, the employees, I stress this immensely. You have to be consistent. And it's not really hard to do. A lot of these concepts, people consider them basic. They're not basic. They're building blocks that are the foundation for the success or lack of success for your business.
Wow, that's quite a comprehensive curriculum you've got there. And I love that you teach your concepts, but you also adapt it to your audience group and say, hey, you might need some more time to absorb it, learn it, challenge you on it. So let me meet with you and discuss it more. So that's great.
I created the courses for what I would want. So whenever I create anything, I say to myself, okay, what would I want? And then I ask myself, what would my students want? And I try to cater, and I don't think anybody can do this 100%, but I try to get at least in the 90% range by talking to people and ask them. And that's how I come up with the different courses, the gold and the silver package, because I was asking all of my students every time they complete the course, I reach out to them and I ask them, hey, what did you like about the course? What can we do better? Any suggestions, any ideas? And people are shocked that I asked for that. But I did this in retail all the time. I would stand outside of these stores on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and I would have a $10 or $15 gift card in my hand. And I would ask 5 or 10 different segments, different demographics. How was your experience today in the store? And people were shocked that I was asking for that information because most people only want to hear the good news. Well, I want to hear where we can improve. How can I get better?
Yeah, absolutely.
And some people would say, you know what, Jeff, there was nothing wrong today. Everything was perfect. I'm like, no, absolutely not. There's got to be something I can do to get better. And they were floored. They're like, so we just told you everything's perfect and you still want information? I'm like, yes. And then they'd be like, well, you know what? We did have to wait at the paint counter for 10 minutes longer than we should have. I'm like, there you go. Go back to the scheduling graphs, look at that, find out what happened with the staffing, the lunches, the breaks. That's how you get better. And so that's what I continue to do with my courses. And my book has now just been updated now for the 13th time this year for 2025. So you continue to upgrade, you continue to upskill, and you continue to learn.
That's great. Really good insight. So, as we close the podcast, do you have any tips for other course creators that you've learned from your wealth of experience?
Tips. Yeah, we're gonna need more than 15 minutes for that, but yeah, it's just make sure you're coming from a place of authenticity. Make sure that when you're creating your content that you've actually lived it. I've taken a lot of courses and read a lot of books where they say if you do A, B, and C, you might get D. If you follow my 10-pillar system and you follow it religiously and you're consistent, you are going to get successful results. Now, it's not easy. None of this is easy. It seems easy, but it's not, because you have to do it consistently. And so I tell everybody to come from a place of authenticity. I created an acronym that keeps me centered and focused. It's called SAGE. Stands for sincere, authentic, genuine, and engaged. So create your online courses from authenticity. Make sure they're genuine and they actually provide tangible, I'm going to say it 3 times, content that helps people. Don't deal in theoretical ideas. Okay, deal in empirical results. The reason my book and my courses are successful is because I live them. I know they work. I personally executed every one of them except for the omni-channel pillar because I didn't have that when I was in retail. It was just coming out when I was starting or ending my career. And make sure that people walk away with something that's tangible. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of courses, they don't create your course with AI. Please don't create your course with AI. Not yet. Maybe a few years from now. Because what happens is it's missing that personal engagement
It's not your own content,
I
right?
can tell immediately when something is written by AI, a book. I have a lot of my friends that are pumping out Kindles like one every 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, I'd be careful with that. That's going to damage your brand because it's AI. Don't get me wrong. AI has its place. I put it in the book. I'm all for it. But create it from a place of experience so people know that you've actually lived it. And I believe
Yeah.
the best way to teach others is to lead them by example.
Absolutely. You've given great insights and tips on this, and I love how comprehensive your course curriculum is. So thank you so much for being on this podcast. It's been very insightful.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Yeah. So this is Jenny Rice with Course Creator Podcast with my very special guest, Jeff McNulty. Thank you again for being a guest here.
Thanks for listening to the Course Creators Podcast. For more insights and to connect with a community of creators, join our Course Creator channel on The Great Discovery. We offer both free and premium memberships. Check the link below. Until next time, keep creating, inspiring, and transforming lives.